Today, I am going to show you how to identify the setup before FOMC occurred. You guys know that I went viral for making that statement and I said I've never been wrong. I'm going to show you. Now, I've made previous videos that show you how to backtest for news and what to look for. I am going to identify the very pairs that you guys asked me to look at. I'm going to try to do all of them and show you where the setup was so that in the future you understand what to look for.
Amazon right here came back to previous support, gave us a hammer candle the day before, pushed up today. The next one was Euro USD. Same thing with Euro USD on the daily. You can see we came back right here to the support. Price has rejected this area before. You have an inverted hammer. We go here to the 4 hour. You can see price held support right before news. We can go to the 1 hour just to confirm. We have that nice exhaustion that's kicking in there, another inverted hammer, and we took off right before. Someone asked for NQ. I'm going to do MNQ just because I have markings on mine, but you can see everything's pretty much correlating. Again, right here at the support, we have a really nice rejection candle here, respecting this area of support. 1, 2. Let's go to the 4 hour. Our 4 hour was definitely showing us that it was rejecting that area. You can see we have a nice hammer candle right before news. Go to the 1 hour to dissect that. Again, bam. And if you were to draw a trend line right here on this little bitty trend, you can see where we broke and retested. We also retested structure and we shot up right before news. Next request, let me see, was GJ. Let's take a look at that. I always like to look at the higher time frame just to get an overall understanding of what's going on. So you can see last week GJ was unable to break this resistance here and created a spinning top, and it has not been able to break this resistance for a very long time. So let's go to the daily and see if price action gave us anything prior. I don't think with this one per se, the daily candle, I mean, it did push up, but I don't think it's as strong as the others. Okay, so let's take a look. Again, you have your support here. It broke and retested, but this candle, let's go to the 4 hour and see if we can see things a little bit better. 4 hours much more clear. So you can see on Wednesday we had the spinning top. We were rejecting, rejecting, rejecting. And then today we come back right here to this market structure and it could not break it. So you can see we've been pretty much consolidating. We've been ranging right here in this area. Looked like it was going to go up, to be honest. But if you see this, you can see that there was a rejection, rejection. Now, this is a shooting star, which is a very it's a bearish candle. So let's go to the 1 hour and break that down and see what we're looking at. Now I see a little bit more. Okay. So I think on the higher time frame, it wasn't as obvious with GJ. But if we go here to the 1 hour and the 4 hour, we had a shooting star in the 4 hour. We have price showing that there is exhaustion. Respecting this area of resistance, we dropped down right before news. So for GJ, the smaller time frame worked. The next request is gold. Let's go to the weekly real quick and see what gold is looking like. Gold has pretty much been consolidating. We've been respecting the support with this hammer. Price came right back down and held. Let's go to the daily. All right, on the daily, we come back and we're respecting this area right here. Okay, so you can see multiple times, even if I were to drag this out, for some reason, this area continues to it continues to be respected, and this is an area of demand. We have an inverted hammer on Tuesday. We come back and do a retest with a hammer the day before. Now let's dissect that on the 4 hour. You can see inverted head and shoulders here. We did not come back down to retest the shoulder on the higher time frame, but we definitely respected that. Right before news, we have a long-legged doji, and we also have this candle we would have not been able to use. So let's go to the 1 hour. We would have to use the long-legged doji. Right here, we have the retest at 8, inverted hammer at 9. Let's see if price is giving us a little bit more information. And I'm going to show you where. Here. This is where I'm looking for information. I'm looking for candles like this to be here on the 15. Now I'm going to delete this because it's a little messy. And now I see something. I can see much clearly, more clearly, excuse me. We have really nice rejection, two inverted hammers, and price 15 minutes. So that's 15 minutes prior, pretty much, excuse me, 45 minutes prior, we got the indication to go ahead and get in. That was really nice. Really, really, really nice. Let me see what else was requested. Someone asked for SPY. Yeah, I can go ahead and help with that. I've had my eye on this. This has been very, very nice. We continue to create new structure on the higher time frame. The candle, yesterday's candle gave us that rejection, and you can see we have a lovely spinning top. Again, I teach this in my classes. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, come to class. Come learn. All right, let's go to the 1 hour and break that down. On the 1 hour, we have what we call a really nice W pattern, and we're respecting this gap. So price is respecting this gap, giving us a spinning top. We actually had really good indication prior. Now, if you did not get in prior, that's okay. You can see where there is some structure here. And we literally broke and retested. Go down to the 5 minute, you can see the retest more clearly. And then bam, news candle. All of these were really predictable, guys. Someone asked for GBP USD. Let's go ahead and do that. So far, the only one I think that wasn't as obvious is GJ. I think that's the only one that was not as obvious as the others. All right, so let's look at it on the weekly. We have bullish, so we've been pretty bullish. All right, let's go to the daily. Ooh, really nice inverted head and shoulders right here with GU. Okay, look at that. Inverted head and shoulder, respecting this area. We are respecting it. Inverted hammer, day before. Let's go to the 4 hour. All right, really nice long-legged doji here. Closed at 9 a.m. Go to the 1 hour. Let's see what that looked like. Another inverted head and shoulder, kind of. All right, but you're right here, rejection. So 9 a.m. would have been right here. You had everything you need. Let's see if I draw like a little. You probably would have not been able to do it there, but you had that beautiful retest. You can see here that this one was easy, you guys. Let's go to the 15 minute. We'll see a little bit more price action. That consolidation. We come back. We do a retest. We are staying above this structure. Sorry for my. It's like crooked. Forgive me. But we're pretty much staying above that structure. We come back, we do a retest at 8:45 to 9 a.m. We then have new structure, structures taught in my free course. We break and retest that. Spinning tops, really nice opportunity to get in. This was a no-brainer. This was a no-brainer. This was actually really good. Clean price action on the 15 minute. SPX is going to do the same thing as SPY, so there's no need for me to go over it. Someone asked me to do, I just did GU. Palantir, I gave that one to you guys in my stories on Instagram. Um, right here, I asked, what did you see? We had a rejection, a hammer candle right here on the daily. We did get a push up, but we need to break this resistance. So you would have needed to get into this trade like the day before, which is what I did. I got in the day before because I knew it would shoot up. So right now we are respecting structure. We need to break this area to go up, but this was also predictable. However, you needed to get in the day before. If you got in today, let me see, this was today. So this was the 10 a.m. candle. Excuse my levels, guys. I'm sorry because I'm in this trade. Um, let's just look to see what we're dealing with. We have nice little support here. Okay, right before hammer, spinning top, inverted hammer. Shut up. Then we retest on top of structure, went right to a level that I had notated. This was actually really nice. Excuse me, on the 10 minute. On the 10 minute. So 5, 10, or 15. All right, QQQ, let's take a look at that. It's pretty much going to be the same thing. On the weekly, you can see that we did have a bearish candlestick, so we were going to expect some momentum down, but today's price action really helped with that push up. Again, sitting right here at a support. Everything's pretty much correlating. The day before, hammer, spinning top here. Everything letting you know rejection and we're about to go up. Let's go to the 1 hour and dissect that. Really nice W pattern forming here, okay? Really, really nice. Spinning top here, that rejection gave you the indication to get in the day before. On the 15 minute, you can see where we have some structure here and we were respecting the opening gap. We gave a break and retest. I'm going to go to the 5 so you can see it more clearly. Really nice break and retest. You can go down to the smaller time frame to confirm the retest. Creates a beautiful end, gives you a spinning top. You can do the 3 minute as well if you like with the hammer. And that was your indication before news to get in. Another easy one. Someone asked for US 30. Yeah, I can do that. All right. I'm quickly just look at the weekly. So we're doing really nice. Inverted head and shoulder formed right now. We are at the neckline and we actually closed above the neckline. Okay. From a daily perspective. Oh, this was a no-brainer. These days probably sucked for you guys, but this is a no-brainer. Look at your W. You retested it here. You have a hammer right before today. This is a no-brainer. I'm sorry, y'all. Right here, another hammer confirming. And then you have this gravestone doji here that closed right before. Let's dissect that on the 1 hour. Here's your W pattern. Oh man, I feel like I need to trade this. This bad boy is so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, retest this structure. Okay, you guys see that there? All right, let me go back real quick. Oops. And look, inverted hammer, spinning top, bam, everything for you to get into this trade. Easy. I can just see how easy it is just by looking at this right now, but let's break it down. All right. Same thing weekly. We have same thing as, well, kind of same thing as gold, but you can see we've been pushing up. Let's go to the daily. Really nice momentum. So a couple days prior to him speaking, we have a hammer. Let's go to the 4 hour, okay? This is the 5 to 9 a.m. candle. Look at this. Really nice support. Break and retest. You can see the rejection here. We continue to wick this area. So I'm interested in how price looked in that 1 hour. Right now I have a spinning top. This is the 9, hold on. Yeah, the 9 a.m. candle, excuse me. There are 9 to 10 a.m. Let's break it down and see right here. Okay, 9 to 10. Bam. This was beautiful, you guys. You have right here some structure. You could have also drawn a trend line right here. Broken retest. Broken retested this area right here. You guys see that? Bam. Broken retest. Shot up. Hammer rejection. This was an easy FOMC. All right, and last one, someone asked me to look at Tesla. Let's do it. Tesla was easy. Again, very, very easy. All right, Tesla's been consolidating, but we've been pushing up, having a hard time breaking this area on a higher time frame. Uh, y'all, I mean, when I'm right, I'm right. I'm right. Look at that hammer right here, inverted hammer. Let's break it down in the smaller time frame and see what that's looking like. Really nice respect to this area. We're moving up. We got spinning tops. Everything letting us know the day before that we're going to go up. Let's go to the 15-minute. So on the 15-minute, we get a really big push. Let's go down to the smaller time frame, okay? You can see here, we get the retest at 9:55. 9:55 of this area. Break, retest. Can't confirm the retest. Look, it lands on top. You have a hammer. Go down to the smaller time frame to see if you can identify the actual retest. There you go. Get into the trade. With that being said, I hope that this helps. Again, I have my 60-day trader workshop is going to be starting next month, the beginning of the month. I will also be conducting a bonus month in November. I would love for you guys to make it. If you can and you want to join, the monthly subscription code LOYAL50 is going to give you $50 off every month, as long as you are a paid member. I would love to see you at the workshop. If you're more interested in futures and Forex, you can use code MTS10 and that will give you 10% off the monthly subscription. I hope to see you guys in class. Bye.